you guys. All right. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know this school was built on a cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, you know, every night something happens, some spooky shit, I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe them until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just, see? That right there. Shit. Just ooh, okay. See, no. It just follows me no matter what. Ooh. No, I can't.
There's a really famous mystery called the Dyatlov Pass, and it's about these hikers in the 50s, these 9 really experienced hikers who are going for their what's called their level 3 mountaineering test. And the way you pass your level 3, you have to map out this route. They use the Ural Mountains, so big snow-swept, like huge icy mountains. And so they brought cameras with them. They set off on this journey, and I think they reached the first checkpoint. I forget what it is, but they didn't make it to whatever second checkpoint or whatever it was. And there was a protocol for the people who were sort of sponsoring this test, where if they missed a checkpoint, there's like this big search that goes out to make sure they're okay. So they missed the checkpoint, this protocol is enacted, and not only are there pictures that we will get from the hikers, but there was cameras that came with the search crew. They follow the trail that they're supposed to be on. This is, again, there's no trees. It's just like the tundra. It's like ice and snow and mountains. And they come across this mountain off in the distance, and they see on the windswept side of the mountain, basically halfway up, are these tents that are just these like canvas tents. You can barely see them, but they're situated right in the middle of the slope, which is like strategically one of the worst places you can place these tents. So immediately they're thinking, one, it has to be the hikers, because who else is out here right now? But two, why in the world would these incredibly talented hikers, why would they ever pitch their tent there? This is the most hazardous part. The wind can whip you off. So they see these tents. They're in the wrong spot. They go up to the tents, and the hikers aren't there. They're not in there. There's pictures of this too. The tents inside had stacks of clothing neatly folded and placed in the corners, like they left their clothes behind. And the tents themselves were cut open, like with a knife, but somehow they deduced that they had been cut open, but from the inside. So presumably one or multiple of the mountaineers chose to cut open these tents in like negative 50-degree weather. And then there were all these prints in the snow that led down the mountain. And some of the prints were bare feet, some had one shoe and one barefoot. And it's all 9 of the hikers. They spotted these prints, and they follow the prints down the hill or the mountains, a big space. And they find this little crops of trees. And when they get to the trees, they find 3 of the hikers, and they're all deceased. And there's one who's basically almost naked, wrapped up on the ground. There's pictures of this. There's one who I believe was draped over one of the branches up in one of the trees, and then another one that was also on the ground as well. And there's these deep scratch marks in the tree, like gouges on the tree, as if some animal had been scratching at this tree. and all 3 of these hikers are deceased. There's more footprints that lead away from those 3 about a mile, kind of back in the direction the search party had come from, and there's this big snowdrift that created sort of like a snow cave underneath it, and the footprints lead into the snow cave where the other 6 hikers were, and they're all deceased as well, except in there, the hikers had seemingly exchanged clothing, and they know this because the women were wearing men's clothing and vice versa. Some of their clothes had trace levels of radiation, and some of them had parts of their face removed, it looked like. Lips, nose, ears. It almost looked like surgical precision removal. They're all deceased. And one of the injuries, there was a person in there who their chest had basically been caved in, and it was deduced that the impact it would have taken, the impact would have been equivalent to like a speeding car smashing into you at full speed. But there's no sign of anything that could have done this damage. And so they're all deceased. And so the Soviet government, they launched an investigation. And during this investigation, they discover that there was a huge military exercise, a Russian military exercise taking place in the Ural Mountains, who had no idea about these hikers. They have no clue that the level 3 mountaineering test is going on. That's not even on their radar. And they're 15, 20 miles away. And one of their senior commanders, on the same night that it's believed the hikers all died and whatever happened to them happened, he began noticing all these strange lights in the sky over the Ural Mountains, going up and down and moving all around, to the point where he actually thought it was another country, a foreign country. Are they invading us? And he literally thought it was like an invasion of Russia. And he sent out messages to say, hey, what's happening over there? Having no idea that he was pointing to the one spot where these hikers were. So during this investigation, they discover that families are clamoring for information about their lost loved ones. Nobody has any idea what's going on. And suddenly the Soviet government says, we're going to shut this investigation down. All we know is that the 9 hikers who died from an unknown, unnatural force. Sealed.
Hi, what's going on?
Come to the door real quick.
What's up?
Come to the door. I need to talk to you.
Okay, you can talk to me right here, man. What's up, man?
I need you to come outside and talk to me real quick.
Okay, why?
I have some questions to ask you. Come on out.
Okay, ask them. I'm in bed, man. You're scaring my dogs.
Come on out.
You have questions to ask, man. Just ask them, dude. I'm in bed.
I'm asking. I need to ask you in person. Come on out.
Just ask them real quick, dude. What the fuck's going on?
Come on out.
Coming out for what? What are you talking about?
I need to talk to you. Come on out.
Okay, talk to me.
Come out here and talk to me.
You talk
Face
to me.
to face.
What's going on?
No, I need you to come out face to face.
All right, man. Well, I'm going back to bed.
Come on out.
No, I want you to tell me what's going on. I'm going back to bed.
I'm investigating something right now. I need you to come out so I can talk to you.
Okay, well, ask me anything you want, man.
Come on out here and I'll talk to you.
Hey, stop right now. Stop. Relax.
He just jumped
John,
from
so
the
you just jump from the banister again.
Three times.
Relax. What's going on? Why are you jumping like that? Are you hurt? What's your name? What's your name? I'm Nick.
Let him take over now. I'm not going to say anything.
What's your name?
But there may be a backup officers with him.
What's wrong? Why don't you take a seat for me? What's your name? Do you want to talk outside?
What I'm about ready to show you is why you don't go roaming around Appalachia unprepared. Right here is the reason why when you're out in the mountains in Appalachia, if something calls your name, you don't respond. If you hear something whistle, you never whistle back. And why you always close your curtains at night. You guys know my theory, and I don't go into detail in every video I post, but I believe all of these paranormal beings, which According to culture, I think people would refer to this as maybe a Wendigo or Wendigo. But at the core, I believe it's just another paranormal entity that is demonic, but it takes its form, a Wendigo. They are known to be having a craving for human flesh. So this is out roaming around in Appalachia and many other places. Take a closer look. You can see this thing. He walks bipedal like a human on two legs. Very long arms with what could be claws, long claws, and the elongated head, nose, glowing eyes. It's definitely not human. It's not a deer. It's not a bear. So I want to know what you think. If you have any kind of paranormal story, picture, or video you would like to share, my email is listed in my bio. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless.
Scary Creatures Caught in Appalachia, Part 2.